Gita verse 9.7. Sarvabhutani kaunteya kritim yanti mamikam kalpakshaye punastani kalpado visajamyaham. Can you read the translation, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation: O son of Kunti, at the end of the millennium, all material manifestations enter into my nature, and at the beginning of another millennium, by my potency, I will create them again. Purport: the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this material cosmic manifestation are completely dependent on the supreme will of the personality of Godhead. At the end of the millennium means at the death of Brahma. Brahma lives for 100 years, and his day is calculated at 4.3. What is that? 4.3 million of our earthly years. His night is of the same duration. His month consists of 30 such days and nights, and his year of 12 months. After 100 such years, when Brahma dies, the devastation or annihilation takes place. This means that the energy manifested by the Supreme Lord is again wound up in himself. Then again, when there is a need to manifest the cosmic world, it is done by his will. Bahu Syam. Although I am one, I shall become many. This is the Vedic aphorism. He expands himself in this material energy, and the whole cosmic manifestation again takes place.
Done, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Yeah. So this particular thing, what is going on? This section is actually the material world is created and destroyed periodically by Krishna's energies and his will. But all this work cannot bind him. So the whole thing is under the topic of Aishwarya Gyan, Krishna's relationship with this world. So verse 4 to 6, we discussed about how Krishna pervades and maintains the entire material world by his energies, yet he is not in everything. He remains aloof also. We discussed that, correct? Remember. And then we discussed now, from today's verse, we are discussing now. So that sky example was given, very nicely. The king example was given. The king, he has so many palaces. That example was given, but he is in control of all, or that is all his energies, but he may not be specifically in them, like that. He may not expect king to be there. He is still there at his as a personality, though he all the kingdom and everything is his energy only. So now here onwards, he is talking about how material is created and destroyed periodically by Krishna's energies and his will. But all this work cannot bind him. So though material energy by his will, but under the direction of the Lord only, it is created and annihilated. But it does not bind the Lord. So Lord remains untouched. That we'll discuss. And then 10th verse we'll talk about Krishna, the Supreme Director. And then it will come out later. We'll discuss different types of worshippers of Lord Krishna. Like who are the people who consider Krishna to be ordinary man. Then who are the Mahatma, the Ananya Bhakta, they worship Krishna constantly with devotion. And then different kinds of Gyanis also will be told that there are three kinds of Gyanis, worshipping Krishna in universal form, and then 2025 later it will come about that is demigod worship, the wrong way of worshipping. All that will come up here, and then eventually it will talk about glories of Krishna Bhakti. So basically, this chapter is about establishing the pure devotional service as the ultimate thing, and so that's what eventually it will conclude to that. Before that, is talking about Krishna's relationship with this material world, and of course, it begins with saying Krishna glorifies the knowledge he is about to reveal. That is, Bhakti Yoga is being glorified first, and then how faithless cannot attain, and then Krishna's relationship with this material world. And then different types of worshippers of Lord Krishna. So there also is, will come eventually. And then at the end, it will be the glories of Krishna Bhakti. That dimension. Even sinful people can also take shelter of the Lord, and Krishna is equal to all, but he is inclined to devotee, and he forgives and purifies an imperfect devotee. All that he will talk about very nicely. So, okay, so now let us focus on the today's verse. Yeah, so here you can see this one thing, that how this material nature is annihilated and created, annihilated, created, annihilated, like that it goes on like that. So this is the temporary nature of this material existence. The creation maintains annihilation. It's completely dependent on the supreme will of the Lord. So the Kala factor is so powerful, that it makes material nature, it gets created. I mean, the material manifestation gets created, and then it's maintained for some time, annihilated like that. And he says at the end of the millennium means at death of Brahma. So Brahma lives for 100 years. So all of us, we have some lifespan which is nothing incomparable to Brahmaji. Because if you see, Brahmaji's one day is this many years. Can you imagine how much it is? So this can't even, we are not able to even count it also. This is one day of Brahma. And like that, Brahma lives for 100 years. Can you imagine? In one day Brahma, there are 1,000 Divya Yugas. 1,000 Divya Yugas means what? In one Divya Yuga, there are Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Kali Yuga, Dwapara Kali Yuga. There is one Divya Yuga. In that Divya Yuga, there is 10K. That means one Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years. That will be 43 lakh. 43 lakh 20,000 years. Not that much will come. 43 lakh 20,000 years. So 43 lakh, and then you do 43 lakhs, and then 3 more zeros. You see what it becomes. How it becomes? 43 lakhs means 4.3 million.
It's 4.3 billion.
It is more than billion, no? 43 lakhs is 4.3 million, correct?
4.3 billion.
So 4.3 million. 1 billion is how many millions?
Billion with a B.
Yeah. 1 billion is how many millions?
1,000.
1,000? Oh, really? Okay. Then it is fine, correct. If it is 1,000 million, then it is 4.3 billion, correct. Okay. So, and that's how his duration of night is double of that. And then like this here. So if you calculate now 411 trillion, 40 billion, something, it comes out that much. The entire duration of Brahmaji. How big it is, can you imagine? And it is said that when Mahavishnu exhales and inhales, one universe is created and annihilated. So how insignificant the Brahma's this lifespan is. It is mentioned in the scriptures like this. Then what about our lifespan? We are nothing, we are like, our existence is in comparison to Brahmaji is like, the Jugnu using firefly, just even that also is bigger, I think, in comparison to Brahmaji's lifetime. And what to speak of in comparison to, when Mahavishnu is exhaling and inhaling, his compared to his duration, like the way he lies and time is, so you just can't be comparable actually. So our life is so insignificant, but we take this life and so many varieties of material enjoyment so seriously. That, I have to get my home, I have to get my this thing, that thing, so many varieties of things we keep in our mind. And all these things will just have no significance. Next, like last life, whatever anxieties and issues we had, does it have any kind of connection with this life? No, we don't even remember also. You see how insignificant all this. So now in current life, whatever we have, anxieties and issues, sons, daughters, friendship, society, love, so many things we are thinking about. All these things have nothing to do with after some years, like some of us maybe like 30, 40s, 50s. So imagine after 50 years, or 40 years, nothing of that will have any concern for us. We'll be in a completely different body only. So even forget about after 40, even after 10, 20 years also things change so much. Like what concerns and anxieties you have right now. Think about it, like after 20 years before, 30 years before, you had completely different situations. So that's why Shastras say, scriptures say that instead of getting too much involved in the temporary situations of this material world, one should always keep his head up like this. What does it mean? It means always aim, always understand what is your aim. Where is the spiritual world? What is the eternal place? Think about that and prepare yourself for that. Don't get stuck in this temporary situation of this material. It has no significance. Just like cloud, if you see cloud comes and it makes some shape. And if you get attracted, if you get involved in that, it's foolishness. Our time is wasted. We don't have to invest time so much there. And in trying to understand what is the shape. Let's imagine somebody starts doing some kind of PhD there about the cloud there. It's useless because in minutes only it will go away. So that much time will be wasted unnecessarily like that. So he's saying his night is nobody does that, right? When the clouds come, nobody pays even attention also. What is its shape? What is it? Nobody pays attention. It's just because we know it's very temporary thing. It just goes away like that. Same way sometimes like that you soap bubbles and you put it show different colors. So nobody gets attracted to it. Nobody will get enamored and I want to get it or something like that. No. We see it, we understand it. It is only for small time, and pluck it will be burst. It will burst after some time. I mean, it will break, burst. It will burst. So that's how our life and all situation of life is also like this only. It's just a passing phase. There is no significance. It's there today, gone tomorrow. It's like that. Our youth is there today, gone tomorrow. Our old is there today, we are gone tomorrow. This is how our world is. So he says, after 100 such years, when Brahma dies, the devastation of annihilation takes place. This means that the energy manifested by the Supreme Lord is again wound up by himself. Then again, when there is a seed to manifest the cosmic world, it is done by his will. So Bahushyama, although I am one, I shall become many. This is a Vedic aphorism. He expands himself in this material energy, and the whole cosmic manifestation again takes place. See, so is how Bhutta Paliyate is happening. The material creation is getting manifested and annihilated. That way it is. So I'll pause here. See, I'll just read the translation of the next two verses. We'll anyway discuss that. You say the whole cosmic order is under me. Under my will is automatically manifested again and again, and under my will is sayings. And then he says, O Dhananjaya, all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached from all these material activities, seated as though neutral. Yeah, and then this is a famous verse. This material nature, which is one of my energies, working under my direction, O son of Kunti, producing all moving and non-moving beings. Under its rule, this manifestation is created and annihilated again. So any reflection, let's take quickly reflection, then we'll pause.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
My reflection is that Lord Krishna is the supreme controller, and we are not the controller, because we try to micromanage so many aspects of our life. However, ultimately, the world and everything in the world is created by Krishna and is also destroyed by Krishna as well. So he, in a way, he is not binded by the creation and destruction. Like, my reflection is that I should try to be less bound by the activities of this material world as well, and try to look up more and try to focus on the spiritual world, and understand that the material world is very temporary, and it will not last forever.
This is a very important thing. He says, Shankaracharya says, I think, Smaran Nitya Anityada. Always remember, Nitya, always remember Anityada, that it is temporary. The temporary existence, we should always remember that it is temporary existence only. So we don't take it so seriously. Our problems are also then all temporary only. Yeah, so we should not become proud and we should not become depressed in any situation of life, because all temporary situations. Yes, Neeraj Prabhu?
No, I mean, I think the biggest thing is, the perspective of the way I've seen it read is, it says, you are an infinitesimal part of an infinite. You are a dot on a dot of a dot that nobody can see. So, and here we have this capacity, or this thought that we are everything. or we own so much, or we own this, or we do this and we do that, and it's we are not even a rounding error in the overall grand scheme of things.
We are not.
Even a rounding error in the
Uh-huh.
grand scheme of things, we are in the grand scheme of things. We are so small. Look at what Brahma does, and look at what we do, and look at the time. And the scale of time itself doesn't match what we think we can do.
Yeah. In scale of time, our existence so insignificant, and it's in the scale of space also our existence so insignificant. Both way. Correct.
Yeah, even the astronauts who have gone now to the moon, they see we are a brilliant light, but in so much of space. And even by just going just to the moon, they're able to see the perspective. And here we are thinking we are in our house or in our office or in our life, so important and so big in everything.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yes, Srinivasan Prabhu, Kiran Mataji, Poonam Mataji. Yes, Poonam Mataji, you want to share something?
Can't speak.
Oh, you can't speak? Oh,
Yeah, my throat is that.
oh, I thought you. No problem. Kiran Mataji, you want to say something?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I agree with the other Prabhus who just said Virat and the other Prabhu. I agree with them. I have a very small mind. I think differently. So this is like an enlightening moment for me.
And Virat, Srinivasan, do you want to say anything? Srinivasan, do? Haribol? I think he's not there. Okay. Fine, so we'll pause here. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Gaur Prabhupada ki jai.